So this video I'm going to be reacting to is by a YouTuber, and his name is Comedy Comedy Without Errors or something like that. And I thought it just would be interesting to react to it because when watching Akaash's video, I kind of was feeling the same thing. So let's just get into it. All right.
What quickly becomes obvious is, holy shit, Singh doesn't like his wife. I mean, he doesn't like her at all.
Yeah. And that was a big thing that stood out. It just seemed like a lot of repressed emotions in his comedy. And comedy is subjective, but this is just coming from a place of genuine, like, this is the only way he can, like, this is his therapy. This is the only way he can get out these honest feelings, how he's feeling about his wife. Like, this is how he gets his win back, because she's probably, emasculating him at home, but also too, like, it's the whole thing. Did the egg come before the chicken, or did the chicken come before the egg? It's kind of like that.
Continually hear how Singh feels suffocated by his partner. It even slips into a bit of crowd work about arranged marriages.
How do you marry someone before you get to know them? How do you marry somebody after?
He constantly reassures us that their relationship is healthy, but it sounds like desperate overcompensating. He sets up one joke saying that the fellas shouldn't care about most of the things their wives nag them about. Fellas. The fellas. Which he follows up by saying,
And it's not, for the record, because women are illogical or hysterical or any hacky shit like that. The fact is, women are just more emotionally evolved than men.
Emotionally evolved. Right. You can see why Singh needs to say this to avoid looking like an outright sexist, yet at no point in the next 10 minutes does Singh demonstrate his wife's emotional superiority.
Oh, I love you so much. I can't. I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. We never spend any time together!
Yeah, Akaash is painfully unfunny. He's painfully unfunny. And comedy, like I said, comedy's subjective, right? It's subjective. But just when I watch his clips, when I watch his stand up, I don't even chuckle. Like, in this, even watching this whole special, like, I didn't even chuckle. And it's funny because me watching this and watching him, I've been watching a lot of other comedians clips like that, and I'm genuinely laughing. I'm like, okay, is it just because this whole situation is happening because is it, maybe I'm being biased? No, it is, maybe his humor is just not for me. And in his humor, he talks a lot about being Indian, like Indian. And even on a Flagrant podcast, he was saying, oh no, bro, we're Indian. It's like, oh gosh, okay, we get it. You're Indian. Like, we get it. Okay. I'm not someone who's a big fan of the race stuff. I like more of like vulgar humor, or like off the cuff stuff, like random, like, I guess, observational type stuff. I don't know, but
in fact, Singh goes out of his way to show how he has the emotional maturity.
I take your emotions very seriously, but the way you are expressing them, I understand that's just the best way you know how in this moment, and underneath that, I still see the pure, precious person that I married.
Rag on his wife. It comes across as clueless and incredibly stupid. Another theme that quickly...
yeah, he is dogging her out. Now, I've I know, like, some comedians, they'll be like, oh yeah, my bitch wife, blah 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 blah. But I don't think they constantly say it over and over and over and over and over again. They might like slip it in there, maybe like once or twice. Maybe. I haven't watched many, but just when I watch this, it just comes, it's like it doesn't come from a funny place. It comes from a place of, bro, do y'all need to go to therapy? Like, do y'all need to seek therapy? Do y'all need to go to maybe counseling or something? This is not coming off as funny. It's coming off as you want to cry.
Rears its head is how insecure Singh is about his sexuality. When Singh gets into an argument with his wife insinuates that him expressing his feelings is gay. It's an interesting snapshot into their relationship. Singh is clearly terrified of being seen as feminine, emotional, or anything that doesn't fit with his narrow framework of masculinity.
Yeah, and that was another thing that I got when I was watching when watching that updated Flagrant podcast. He just comes off as very insecure. He comes off as very insecure. Now, okay, there's nothing really wrong with being insecure, right? There's different levels of insecurity. But Akash's just seems like it comes from, it just seems like it's so deep rooted. To where you kind of feel bad for him. You kind of feel bad for him. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it gotta be a lot, you know, people ragging on you, your wife talking to you like that, and you gotta live with that. Just imagine what this is doing to his self-esteem, you know, and it's just sad, and it's just uncomfortable to watch. But even on the Flagrant podcast, just the things that he was doing, it just screams like he has a deep rooted level of insecurity, right? And that's the other thing. It's like you get to these high levels of fame, you know, thinking that it's going to fix all your problems, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, the insecurity will still be there if you don't fix it. And now we see how it manifested itself. Your wife talks to you like shit.
Worse is how Singh's wife exploits this during arguments.
That hurt my feelings. And she goes, okay.
If Singh was aware of any of this, he'd have an interesting basis for a joke. I should also add some of these...
Yeah, see, this is just... But it's just not funny. Like, it's childish. Like, Akaash comes off as very, very, very childish and very immature. Like, it's corny. Like, doing this and making the noises, like, why would someone think this is funny? I wouldn't be surprised if this is a paid audience. Because another thing I was looking, I'm like, who is coming to his shows? Maybe it's because of the Flagrant podcast and they're coming to see that, but this is not, this whole thing isn't funny.
Feelings may be cultural. Singh was born in Texas to South Asian parents. He could explore the pressures to be masculine and unemotional in a way that is unique to him. But instead, he speaks in the broadest generalizations. It's such a wasted opportunity. Hey, my bros, my bros, my bros! Doesn't it suck when you try to express your feelings to your wife and she makes fun of you, exploiting a fundamental insecurity about your idea of masculinity, making you feel gay? Man, I love my wife. It's actually quite sad. By generalizing these as things all couples go through, he's normalizing toxic behavior. This isn't the difference between men and women, it's just two insecure people that don't know how to communicate. For the record, anyone whose mood is doing this...
Definitely. I definitely agree. The fact that Akaash and his wife, they seem like they're on two totally different planets, because if they had any healthy level of communication, it clearly affects him, right? It clearly, if he wants to be so nonchalant, so not unbothered, like, oh, okay, my wife disregards my feelings. Like, he wants to be so like unbothered by it, but you make a whole part of your a whole section of your special dedicated to just the deep rooted feelings you have towards your wife. Um, it's just really strange to me.
Isn't healthy, and Singh, who says all men should respond as an emotionally repressed flatline, is perpetuating static gender roles and emotional states that create bad relationships. Sorry, I know that's a bit of a TED talk, but it makes it really hard to buy into Singh's act.
Another thing I noticed too, and I could be wrong about it, right? That's why I took a little pause. I feel Akash likes the idea of marriage. He likes the idea of saying, I have a wife. I have a wife, my wife, my wife. But I feel like when it actually comes to the duties of being a husband, I don't think he's fully there yet. I kind of was getting that. But again, that's just what's strange to me. They've been together for so long. I just don't understand why everything is just coming out now. But it is different. They were married for what, 5 years, but they were just boyfriend and girlfriend up until they got married. So I guess 5 years. So
What he's claiming as universal truths are outdated gender roles. It also excludes anyone who's not in the most vanilla heterosexual relationship. What about queer couples, or anyone who doesn't think men and women should act like characters from Mad Men?
But wait, there's more.
The final flourish of this routine is an absolute killer.
If I took you completely seriously, I would have to beat you up. I'm not sure who you.
this is just deflection at its finest. This is all complete. This is all complete. This is all complete deflection.
Think you're talking to? It can't possibly be me. For real. Otherwise, I would have to fuck you up.
Look at his face. Look at that face. It's no way. Like, her words are getting to him. They're slowly breaking him down. Listen, I don't wish divorcing anybody, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. This gonna last. I don't know.
Yes, the loving spectre of domestic violence. And what an ominous little chuckle. This joke stuck out to me because Singh, who is only 5'7", is doing some Napoleon-esque overcompensating. Singh does mention how short he is in other jokes, but here, he avoids it totally. Singh could add some humility by tagging the joke by saying they're pretty much the same height, and his wife would probably win in a fight. But he doesn't. He just lets this thought sit there. Underneath that fake laugh, you see a man stare out across the...
Definitely. It's a lot of fake laugh. And you can tell when something is bothering somebody because they begin to overcompensate. and this comes out a lot here. He's like playing it off like, oh, like, I don't take her seriously. I don't really take her seriously. It's just a joke. Nah. You definitely feeling some type of way. It's all right. It's okay to feel some type of way, but they are something.
Audience desperately trying to reassert the dominance he doesn't have in his marriage. It's weird.
That's another thing. Yes, too. Yeah, see, he was hitting in this video. I swear, everything I was feeling, this guy said it beautifully in this video. Akaash, on his special, got everything off his chest that he really been wanting to say. But he puts it in like a little present of jokes and everything like that. And, definitely here, he definitely does try to establish his dominance. He tries to get his, regain his, masculinity especially when he's talking about, like his wife, I think that's all I have to say about that.
It is very weird. This leads me to a pretty big gripe about how Singh talks and behaves on stage. It is totally disingenuous. Singh, who sheepishly mentions
yeah, and that's another. See, he's spitting. He is spitting in this video. Akaash does come off as very disingenuous. Like something feels off. Something doesn't feel truthful. It's like you're hiding something. I don't know what it is, but it feels like he's hiding something.
Enjoys watching Shark Tank, Gossip Girl, and Modern Family, is clearly just a boring dude in an unhappy marriage. Yet on stage he's trying to project this image of an uber toxic alpha bro. The reason Bill Burr's act feels authentic is because we know he acts on stage the way he would in real life. With Singh, it's like, no way. He continually calls his wife a bitch, something he would never, ever say to her face.
Exactly. And that's what I've just been saying. It's like too much. It's like comes off as just too much. It's like, damn, do you even like the girl? And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing I've been saying. It's like, damn, it's like, okay, we get it. Like you got some animosity there that you need to deal with, and this is how you get it off.
I just think the bitch don't listen sometimes. Bitch, you get on a boat, bitch. You can't even let me die alone.
In his big closer, Singh says he should be allowed to solicit sex workers because his wife doesn't meet his physical needs. Meanwhile, his wife can solicit random guys to talk with to meet her emotional needs. Do they even have a relationship at all? I would also like to add there's a really funny moment where he remembers he wants to deliver this routine sitting on a stool, and he has to awkwardly walk to the side of the stage and pull it out of the set. I knew they were stools! It's like he just remembers he saw Dave Chappelle in the Bird Revelation, and he was like, man, all my friends will like me if I sit on a stool like Dave Chappelle. Look at him go, oh yes, I need to get my little stool. It's so lame.
But here's what I've learned. If I can't meet my wife's emotional needs, I'm a bad husband. And if my wife can't meet my physical needs, I'm a bad husband.
Right.
Are we at a comedy special or are we at therapy? Because at this point, like here, that segment, I'm like, okay, let me pull out the tissue for you. Because you seem like you have some things you want to talk about that you want to discuss. So, okay, let me just finish.
I can't believe this is a real routine. Firstly, it's just outrageously sexist. Second, he might as well just start screaming, "My wife doesn't find me sexually attractive." Thirdly, you never believe...
Definitely. I think the attraction is gone. But anybody could have told you that. It all adds up. It's no way a wife who is attracted to her husband is going to be openly okay talking about on a public platform, yeah, babe, go ahead. You can go get a hand job. You can solicit a hand job from someone else. Telling him to shut up. Telling him how stupid he is, ducking kisses. It's no way. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't. But it was clear, the fact that she's clearly not attracted to him anymore, because all the respect is gone. The respect is gone. And like I said before, I don't think they can... I think his career will be okay. But this is definitely a hit on his ego. The fact that he named this Gaslit says a lot. And again, words have power. People have to be careful what they name things. The fact that he named this Gaslit, right? Akaash and his wife went on that flagrant podcast and they gaslit everybody. It says a lot, right? So this was like foreshadowing. I find it funny too. It was another comedian, Chris Rock. He named his special ego death. Now, ego death, right? It's nothing that's more death of an ego than getting slapped in front of millions on a live stage at the Oscars by another grown man. So people got to be careful what they name stuff. That's all I got to say about that.
1 second Singh would ever do this or even mention this to his wife. This isn't comedy, it's a wish fulfillment fantasy delivered by a sexually frustrated 40-year-old who has only ever dated one woman. Singh is the living embodiment.
Yeah, he I swear, everything I was feeling, he hit the nail right on the head. Everything.
The Key and Peele sketch where they keep acting like they can call their wife a bitch while moving further and further away from the house. He talks about sex workers and demanding his wife's respect, but you just know when he gets home, he'll put his hot chocolate on a coaster so he doesn't stain the coffee table.
Daryl, I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said. I said, babe.
Hey guys.
Hey girl, how you doing, man? You having a good time? You seen the bedroom? Yeah, we just looking at the washing machine.
What's amazing is when the credits roll, we see Singh for who he really is. He picks...
Oh my God, this part, she is so over it. Look how standoffish she is. Look how she looks.
Up his fluffy white dog and just... oh.
She's like, oh. And it's probably got to be embarrassing too, right? Your friends, your family is seeing this, seeing your husband kind of like talk about you this way. This is wild. Look at her body language. She's like, this dick. Ugh. She's like, ugh.
Awkwardly stands next to his wife.
Yeah, awkwardly.
While he tells her how much he loves her. And even then, he can't help but rag on her.
And this is our dog, by the way, Happy. Love you. And she has definitely seen me at my poorest, and then she'd nag me until we got richer.
I can't wait for the post-divorce special when...
Awkward laughter. I can't wait till my wife nags me. I'm glad my wife nagged me. Oh my God.
obvious.
All right, so that was really it. It just put a lot of things in perspective for me. And it's just so, it's just hilarious that the name of the special is Gaslit. But that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think down below. And did you watch the special? Did you like it? Is Akaash your favorite comedian? Let me know down below. But other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.